Alright, just gonna give you another update. I know I said I was done doing this, but the plot just keeps getting a little bit thicker, so I want to continue on doing these videos just in case, at least if nothing else, to have a public documentary on this. Now I've established I came to Denver, Colorado because I was threatened. In my previous home environment was a Masonic covenant, sex offender controlled DEA environment, and I found that out. I went to an FBI setup house and I walked free after seeing some horrible things I wasn't supposed to see. So here I have a dilemma. I'm currently waiting on CCD, that's the Colorado Community College, the Aurora campus. About a year ago they issued a $6,000 check in my name and destroyed my credit. And while that time I was working at Ready DEA temporary setup services for the local Masonic Fraternal Order of Police. All right, this was a setup scenario to get me hooked on a DEA binge, and to pretty much the long-term goal was to get me shot by the police, whilst I would give up on that and I would apply for Social Security benefits. All right. Basically to make me look mentally ill or mentally handicapped, so that's why I've done these videos as secondary backup. And if you go through my videos, I have an original document. The first place I went was Stout Street Clinic, and my Dr. Chris Hobart issued me some sort of a schizophrenia, paranoid, unknown form of schizophrenia document, so that I can get what's called a Med 9 form, and the state or the federal government will give me $189 a month. It's called Aid to the Needy and Disabled. Right? That's the form. It's a Med 9 form. So I have new forms. I'm going to document this. Obviously, I'm extremely coherent. I don't use anything. I did have to go in and see the doctor. I've been issued a few new documents, so we'll go over this. Again, here's the AND 189. I have a new scheduled appointment. This is the DHS team that's authorized to give me my aid to the needy and disabled. That's $189 a month, and obviously I have to do that because the school issued a $6,000 check with FBI informants. They cashed the check. Not only did they cash it, that destroyed my credit. My credit is now at $533, and yet I've actually made over $10,000 surviving employment at Ready DEA temporary services, undercover temporary setup services. And I have a new appointment, and I want to make this fully clear that I'm not going to go ahead and go all the way through with this disability, because if I do, I'll be labeled as mentally ill, and the police will shoot me. They will, because of the things I've shared on YouTube and in public about Masonic covenant environments. There's no doubt in my mind that they will set me up and shoot me. None at all. All right, so here's another document. Department of Human Services. This is the actual Med 9 form. All right, Stout Street, Dr. Hobart, which, by the way, I showed him my YouTube channel, so nobody can say, oh, I never saw it, he's a lunatic, he's just a persuasive, paranoid young man. And nobody can sit here and say this shit, because over 6,000 people have now seen it, and I now have 37 subscribers. This was an original form that's marked 9/11. I needed to come back on 9/11. I solved 9/11 while I was here in Denver. The video is on my YouTube channel. And by the way, when I came here, it turned out back on 9/11 that was a setup, so I left before I could get set up in a hostile setting here in the Social Security office. And how do I know this is also a setup? Little India Illuminati restaurant with CIA FBI informant. If I were to use cryptography and decode that, which I have, I've sat in there and ate there several times. It's actually one of my favorite restaurants, but they put something in the food and it makes my mouth break out, so I can't eat there. But then as you see, the building right next door is actually Masonic Union Lodge #1, all right? The goal was to get you here, get you working, get you heated, get you hooked on a DEA bench, and then you'll have an outburst and the police will shoot you. That's the goal once you find out about your covenant environment. Okay, so here is the paper that my doctor issued me. Yeah, mind you, again, I'm completely 100% clean and sober. I'm 100% clean and sober, and he didn't issue me any medication. I will not prescribe anything today. No known allergies, yet there's some sort of paranoid schizophrenia. And sorry, I had to move away because somebody's trying to disrupt my video again. And when I went up there with the child's blanket to mess with them to make my video, the lady was extremely nervous. She lied to me. I said, "You're an FBI informant," and then I'm tired of this bullshit. She was extremely nervous. Her hands were shaking like this. She told me I needed to apply online. I said, "You're a liar. I'm tired of these FBI informants doing this to me." And then she went ahead and issued me my paperwork and issued me an appointment. So that's on document. Shane K. Play, Little Indy. You do whatever you got to do, bro. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You do whatever you got to do.